it is me, Bianca. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on my video, and I hope you will consider subscribing. And if you are a loyal subscriber, what's up, you guys? So today I am filming this video because I just had my Loc-anniversary. It's my Loc-anniversary. Hey. I just had my 4-year dreadlock anniversary on January the 14th, which was 2 days ago. And so I decided to film a quick backstory on my dreadlocks. And because I didn't really know how I wanted to approach the video, I did ask some friends for some questions. So I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of information about my lock journey based off of the questions that was asked from some of my friends. And then I'll just kind of give some information as we are going through the video. And then if you want further questions about my dreadlock and my dreadlock journey, drop them in the comments and maybe I'll do an additional video. So if you are interested in anything pertaining to locks, maintenance, how I started my locks, the growth of my locks, and how I feel about my dreads, just keep on watching. All right, you guys, so what I decided to do was, because I need to do because I needed to wash my hair, I decided that this would be the best day to kind of answer some questions and do this lock video. So I'm gonna go ahead and just be doing just probably redoing just my edges, so when I pull my hair back, that they look a little bit neat, because it is time for a retwist. Okay, it is time for a retwist, and I may be getting ready to go out of town, so I'm trying to stretch out how often I get my locks. I'll explain that later. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick little maintenance disclaimer. I do not do hair. One, okay, that's not my skill. It's not my ministry. Number two, I do not do well with the retwist. Okay, that's not my ministry. I do enough so that my hair can just be neat around the edges. So I just want to go out there on a limb and say that. So yeah, let's get into it. So if you see me looking this way, I'm looking in the mirror, but I'm gonna try to look at you guys most of the time, since I can look in the camera for mirror purpose. Let's just jump into it. Okay, let's just jump into it. Why did you make the decision to lock your hair? And once again, I asked these questions to some of my good friends that are also content creators. Shout out to Rain and Kasai. They gave me these questions for my video. So my iPad is here, the mirror is here, you guys are here, okay? So my bathroom is very tight. So why did you make the decision to lock your hair? Great question. So my sister had dreads first. She had dreads for a good, pretty much maybe the majority of her high school years. She had locks, and she is the reason why I wanted to lock my hair. She also, and of course, everybody's whole thing is, when you get dreads, you can't do nothing else with them, whatever. So I watched her, and my sister had locks. They were they stayed pretty healthy for a while. And she used to get all the styles, y'all. She had box braids, she had sew-ins, she wore wigs, all of it. And so she kind of made me want to get it, made me, say I'll get my hair locked up. And so it just took me a while to decide when I was going to do it. And I'll tell you the other reason why I didn't want to do it. She did cut all her hair, her hair off. She started most people say you're supposed to start with locks. Me personally, I didn't want to do that. That's not how I wanted to lock my hair. I didn't want to go through the short, ugly stage. I didn't want to do that. So, yeah, that's kind of what the hard part for me was. Like, I don't want to go through the short stage. I don't want to do that. So how can I, do it without cutting my hair? And so I ran into this lady one day in the nail shop, and she had locks, and I was like, oh my God, your locks are gorgeous, blah, 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 blah. And so we started getting into the lock conversation. So she said, and so I said, yeah, I want to do it. I said, I just don't want to go through the short stage. I had actually cut my hair a few years prior to that, I had cut my hair. I was wearing a little afro. Let me see if I can insert some pictures. Yeah, I'll try to insert some pictures. So, yeah, I had cut my hair really short because it was so damaged. So, long story short, I cut my hair, and I didn't want to do that again. I did not want to do that again at all. So anyway, and y'all, I told you I don't know what I'm doing. I just do enough so it could be looking neat when I pull in the ponytail. Okay, all right. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't want to do it again. So the lady in the nail shop was like, "Oh, I didn't cut my hair either." I said, "Really?" She was like, "Yeah, I went through this girl, and she gave me like box braids almost, but they were twists. They were like twists. So yeah, they were kind of like twists. They weren't like kinky twists. They weren't like Senegalese twists. They were just like, they looked like box braids, but they were twists. So anyway, it had false hair in it. And so she told me that, and so she was like, "Yeah, so you should try it out." So baby, let me tell you something. I reached out to that girl, who is now my loctician, and that's how I started my my lock journey. What she did was she put false hair, like box braid hair, in my hair. It wasn't box braid hair. I honestly don't remember the type of hair it was. But if you're in Birmingham, you want that information, I could definitely give you her information. So anyway, I went through her and I kept those. So I would get my hair maintenance with those once a month, just like if I was getting a retwist, because she was locking my hair. So it was being locked all at the same time. And then I kept that in for a year. I went January 14th, got those put in. So some people in the lock community say you're cheating when you do that, but I don't care. That was my journey. And that's how I wanted to do it. Okay. So there's that. And that was back in 2018. So y'all know that the lock community, or the way of getting locks, has even grown even past that. Like now you can actually get like dreads like sewn into your hair. So it's all in how you do it, how you want to do it. Don't let anybody tell you it's the wrong way of doing it. As long as it's healthy for your hair, go for it. And so yeah, I kept those false twists, locks, whatever, in my hair for a year. I had took them out one time, and I got some crochet braids, and then I put them back in. So yeah, I have more to that story if y'all want to hear more to that story, because there was a time somebody told me that I was gonna have to cut my locks out and start all over, and I was depressed for like 24 hours. But anyway, moving on. Next question, because I don't want this to be a long video. What has coloring your hair added to your locks? So I colored my hair when I turned 30 because I've never been a girl with color. Rarely have ever seen me in color, especially anything as bold as blonde. But I was turning 30 and I wanted to do something different, especially because I had to spend my 30th birthday in the house because it was COVID, the height of COVID. So I was like, I'm gonna do something different and I'm gonna color my hair. So I went blonde, and I'll try to insert a picture here as well. That was 2020. So what has coloring your hair added to your locks? I'll tell you what it did do. Because I have very soft texture hair, very soft texture. I don't know if you can tell. If you get up close on some of my locks, you can still see very curly pieces through my locks. It's very, very soft. The color helped to mature the locks faster. Bleached my locks, they literally matured. They got that kind of hard feel to them. Yeah, they still not super hard because my hair is just super soft. Y'all see this mess right here? I gotta get to the salon. Y'all see this? Let me back up. Y'all don't know what I'm doing. I'm just being honest, okay? But yeah, it helped mature them faster. With the color helped mature my locks a lot faster. Personally, I'm over the color. I'm so ready to go jet black. So ready to go jet. Now, I want to say this sidebar. I don't know if this is a question, but if it is, I'm already answering it. My hair was struggling to grow rapidly before I locked my hair. This is my growth since 2020. My blonde probably started about right here when I colored it. Maybe. I could be exaggerating. It's probably about right here. You'll see a picture, so if I'm lying, you can see. But this is about the hair growth that I had since 2020. The locks do help your hair grow a lot faster. I didn't put, the only thing I've used a couple of things during my process, and I'll show you those in a second, during my lock journey, that may have aided in the help, but I didn't put it in around my hair. I only would really focus on the middle of my hair, where they say is most black women's stress spot. My hair always took, once I got grown, my hair would break off really bad right there, and it would take it a long time to grow. Even with my locks, those locks were really short. So I used to really focus in on that spot, but my hair just grew way faster with my locks. So yeah, I will. That's a little tidbit if you consider locking your hair. It will grow fast. Okay, what does monthly routine look like with locks? Ooh, that is a great question, y'all. Y'all know why it's a good question? Because I don't do nothing. I don't do anything to my hair. It's terrible. Go get my hair retwisted maybe once a month. Now, depending on what I got going on, sometimes I may skip a month. But for the most part, my goal is to go once a month. How about, let's say that. My goal is to go once a month. Now, I also get interlock. So interlock is good for somebody like me because, again, my hair is pretty soft. And some people don't believe in interlock. I've been fine. Interlock has done nothing to my hair. Because my hair is soft, though, it will unravel. This retwist I'm doing today, y'all, I'm literally gonna retwist it and put it in the ponytail, because if I let it hang out, they're gonna unravel. Because for one, I don't know what I'm doing. How about that? That's what I'm doing. I know somebody who do hair probably looking at me like, girl, what do you got happening over there? I just want a neat ponytail, y'all, okay? But retwists, like just a simple retwist, don't really last. That's what monthly routine looks like for me. Now, daily, I use rose water. I'm kind of out of it. I just put some more water here because I need to wet my hair, but I will use rose water consistently. I use this Natural Blessing. Y'all cannot see it, baby. This is my stuff. Do you hear me? I finally found this somewhere else. I don't know where I found it at, and I don't know where this to go. But I got this from a health store in Atlanta, in Georgia. It's not Atlanta, Marietta, to be exact. Marietta. It was a health store that I go to, or a natural store that I go to, where I would get like my natural toothpaste, my natural soap and stuff like that. And they had this. You need this in your life, whether you got locks or not. You need this in your life. I've been saying for a long time I was gonna go and gift this to some of my family and friends, and I'm still gonna do it. I just be forgetting. This is the stuff, y'all. So when I retwist my hair, I put this on there, and then once a month, I would just oil my scalp with this. This is it. This is it. This helped. I think this helped grow my hair. I think this helped keeps my hair pretty healthy. This kind of helps with breakage, or not breakage, but shedding. This stuff right here. So I will put that on monthly, and I spray my hair with rose water daily. And that's it. I don't do much maintenance. Now, I started this year with putting water in my hair, because water, even when I was a kid, like when I was younger, water just did it for my hair. Like it did it. I don't know, it did it. So I just started back doing it, and I love how my hair just looks really neat and revived and fresh from water. So that's it for my monthly and weekly or daily routine. All right, next question. I'm not going in any specific order. I'm just going in the order that they gave me. Do you think you will ever comb your locks out? That is a great question, y'all. I was so glad she asked that question. Yes, I have debated it multiple times, and this is the only reason why. I really miss hair, y'all. Like, I miss having just hair, like just that girly feel with the curls. I love curls. I just miss it. I miss hair. Crazy enough, I don't know why I would want to go back to that, because I had so much stress with hair and weave, and oh my gosh, I don't miss the stress of it, but I just miss the look sometimes. You know, I feel like I felt my most girliest, you know, when I had weave. I was serious about cutting them out, really serious. And then maybe that was in 2020, because last year the amount of growth my hair had, I said, oh, I'm not cutting my locks out. It was last year. I was like, I'm not cutting these babies out. And so though I told y'all my sister had, you know, all the styles and stuff, I also have way more locks than she had, right? So braiding them down to be flat enough for like a wig or a sew-in, it just hasn't been that great. This is getting too long. How often do you get them retwisted? I kind of answered that already. Try to go once a month. What was your go-to style before locks? I didn't read that the other day. That's a great question. Well, probably right before locks. I actually had a bob right before locks, but my go-to style was crochets, y'all. It was what's the name of that crochet? Crap, I cannot think of it. I'm gonna see if I can insert a picture. There was these curly crochets that I used to always get. Once my mom was able to do some crochets for me, that became my go-to, because I was saving money. I had to go to the salon. My mom could throw them crochets in my hair. What? Man, I'm telling y'all, that was my go-to. And then I would get sew-ins here and there. What was your goal? Okay, this is the last question. What do you define as healthy locks? That's a great question. I'm not a lock guru, so I don't really know like that what I would consider a healthy locks. But I would say that it just depends on the texture of your hair. You know what your hair can handle. Locks are better left alone. Like, they're better left alone. That's what they say. And that works for me. I don't do a whole lot to them. Seeing my hair get healthier. I do have one lock that broke. Oh, y'all. If y'all want to, tell me in the comments. I'll tell you about the time when I cut my locks. I'll tell you about that. Cause baby, when they say lock journey, it's a journey. You really, really watch your hair go through different phases when you're locking it. You do. You watch the different phases that it goes through. You can understand, you know, hair more when it's being locked, because it really goes through several phases. And it's a very interesting process. Sometimes you be like, this is a mess. I look a mess. This is a mess. But something else I learned when I was looking to lock my hair. I be jumping all over y'all, so bear with me with my conversation. But one thing somebody said early on in my lock journey, and I watched it on, I think I seen it on YouTube, is embracing the frizz. You gotta embrace the frizz. I'm saying this now, but I didn't embrace the frizz at first. I was struggling with that. And I'll be honest with you, I think I struggled with it more when it was shorter. Now that my hair is longer, I can embrace the frizz. I can feel comfortable going without a retwist longer now that my hair is now that my hair has grown more. But it is a part of it. Embracing the frizz is a part of it. It's just a part of the journey. So I'm not gonna say if you can't embrace the frizz, don't get locks. I'm not gonna say that. I did. I didn't like it. I didn't embrace it, and I'm here today. You know, it's just all in how you choose to look at it, what you want to do. And I don't have a deep story to my dreads. I will say, the year that I decided to lock, a lot was changing in my life. But like that December before I locked it, a lot had changed in my life. And so I felt like, okay, well, this is the perfect time to do it. You know, I'm starting over, I'm starting fresh with many things in my life. So why not? You know, why not? And that's what I did. I have no deep story. However, my locks for me, actually, with that change, they do kind of symbolize for me the year, that year. And so every time I count how long I've been locked, it goes back to that, when I feel like, you know, I even say that year, that was the year I've been in church, I've been saved, I've been knowing God, serving God all my life. That year is when I feel like I got saved. And so it just happened to happen in January. And my locks, I got them done that year too. So just, they kind of symbolize some stuff for me just because of how long I've had them. But, you know, some people be having like real deep stories. It ain't really deep, you know. But I have had them during a lot of growth for me. Growing, I would say. 2018, I grew a lot. And so, yeah, even down to when I finally started embracing me as a person, was around the time I really started embracing my locks. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it's not to be deep. It just all kind of just happened. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got for my lock journey, my lock anniversary. I'm very happy with them. Now, the only thing I want to do is color them. I really want to color them. I'm ready to color them. I'm ready to go a little bit of piece of hair right here, and then I'm going to pull these into the back. I have something to do, so I just want to say thank you all for watching this video. If you have any questions about my lock journey, anything you want me to elaborate on, if you want to see content about my locks, I don't know how much I can do, but if you want to see content about my locks, let me know in the comments, and we can see what we can make happen. I don't do much to them, so it's not much to really vlog, but I can come up with something, you know. But let me know in the comments, okay? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next upload.